Welcome back. And right now we are back at the Jungle Lodges Resort to go for boating and for our boat safari. You can expect to see many birds, some crocodiles, and if we're lucky, some elephants, and maybe even a tiger. So we'll meet you in the boat. We set off towards the small jetty and were going to our boat. These are all government boats and they had names. We were getting on to the elephant. And now we're in the boat ready to go. We set off along with our fellow boats to the forest. The Kabini River is very muddy and very dark, and you cannot see into the water. It's very, very murky, and that's why it's very important not even to put your hand in the water, because who knows, there could be a crocodile right under your boat and you do not know it due to the murky water. Our first sighting was a painted stork flying in the sky, soon followed by a heron resting. We then finally got to the forest and started seeing sightings. Like the jeep safari, the deer were in plenty. However, this one specifically is a sambar deer, which is the rarer of the two deer found in the Nagarhole National Park. The deer here are simply walking about at the riverbanks. Over here, there is a cormorant. It's not the best time to visit to do the boat safari right now, as due to higher water levels, it's hard to see anything at all. More deer are seen here, and a grey heron, which we will end up seeing a lot of in this safari, were present here. We got an up-close sighting with a spotted deer this time. And over here, there was a Brahmini kite on a tree. And there were also a peacock along with another spotted deer. And soon after that, we also found a kingfisher sitting on a branch. Here, we could see a grey heron up close and personal. And then on the opposite side, we saw an osprey. It was one of my prime targets for this boat safari to see an osprey, and I have done so. It's a primarily fish-eating bird of prey, and it looks very beautiful. It is found almost all over the world, from India to North America. And over here we can see a small grey heron on a tree log. A cormorant is flying off into the distance. It's off to its island, off to its nesting area. A mongoose was walking around on the river bank. And then we found some bonnet macaques who were playing on the side of the river. And over here, the best sighting of the safari occurred. There was an Indian fish eagle which was sitting on a branch and eyeing the water carefully for fish. We managed to get very close to it and it did not notice us. See how it's peering intently into the water? They have sharp eyesight to look into the murky water. water, and the moment it will see a fish, it will dive. A cormorant is seen sitting on a log which has been completely submerged by the water, as is classical in the monsoon. That's why they act as water level measurers. And over here, we have a cormorant nest. It looks extremely beautiful, and it is. In the evening, there were actually two nests here of two completely different couples, but they both were sitting and enjoying a little nap. We are not sure if they laid eggs or not. And finally, towards the end, just when we thought it was all over, we saw otters playing around. The smooth-coated otter is the otter found in Kabini, and it's a one rare otter. But over here, it is rather common. We loved seeing the otters, and they were quite fun. So, we're back from our safari finally. It was a good one. Some couple of birding vipers such as osprey and fish eagle, and then of course the otters towards the end of the day. So we have another jeep safari scheduled in the morning tomorrow. See you then. Hello, and good morning for the third and final time from Jungle Lodges Resort as we get ready to go for a jeep safari into the forest. This is our last shot at getting something epic. Will we do it? There's only one way to find out. Bring on that jeep. Now we're in the jeep and ready to go. For a second time, we entered the forest with hopes of something epic. Right at the start, we were greeted with gore. I was seeing a gore for the first time in the wild, and they are extremely abundant here in Kabini. Gore is the largest living cattle in the world, and it is a tiger's favorite meal, that is, if it can get to it. And the rest of the safari was mostly deer. Right here we can see one peering at us, and then a full herd arrived, and we got good sightings of them as we had throughout the trip.